Here's the shocking truth. Jannik Sinner just revealed he's putting all his eggs in one basket for the remainder of 2025, and it might be the boldest or riskiest decision of his career. After already capturing 2 Grand Slam victories this season, the Italian sensation has made it crystal clear which tournament matters most to him as the year winds down. But here's where it gets controversial. Is he setting himself up for disappointment by publicly declaring his ultimate priority? Sinner's 2025 campaign has been nothing short of spectacular so far. The world number 2 kicked off the year by continuing his dominant form from 2024, claiming the Australian Open crown in Melbourne during January. In that memorable final, he outplayed Alexander Zverev to secure his first major of the season. The victory proved that his rise to the top wasn't just a flash in the pan, but Sinner wasn't finished there. Come summer, he delivered another masterclass performance at Wimbledon, where he managed to overcome Carlos Alcaraz in a thrilling 4-set battle. This triumph was particularly sweet, considering their ongoing rivalry and the psychological boost it provided. However, tennis has a way of humbling even the greatest players. Despite his earlier successes, Sinner couldn't complete the hat trick in New York, falling short of capturing his 3rd major title of the season at the US Open. This setback has only fueled his determination as he prepares for his upcoming campaign in Asia, starting with the China Open in Beijing. And this is the part most people miss. When Sinner recently spoke with Sky Italy about his remaining schedule, he didn't hold back about his ultimate objective. His words were simple, yet loaded with significance. The goal is Turin, to play well. And then we'll see how things go. For those unfamiliar with the tennis calendar, Turin hosts the ATP Finals, widely considered the unofficial 5th Grand Slam. It's where the year's 8 best players battle it out for the sport's most prestigious year-end title. But here's what makes Sinner's declaration so intriguing and potentially problematic. Sinner continued, revealing his mindset heading into the final stretch. Now I'm leaving for Beijing, and there are still many important tournaments. Physically, I feel good. After the US Open, I was completely at peace. I'm ready to get back on track and make some changes to further improve as a player. I'm happy to be back on the tennis court, because that's where I feel alive. The Italian has already secured his spot in this year's ATP Finals, joining Carlos Alcaraz as one of only 2 players guaranteed entry so far. Currently, the qualification standings show Alcaraz leading with 10,540 points, while Sinner sits comfortably in second with 7,950 points. The remaining 6 spots are being fiercely contested by players like Novak Djokovic, Alexander Zverev, Ben Shelton, Taylor Fritz, Alex de Minaur, and Lorenzo Musetti. But here's where Sinner's confidence might be justified or dangerously misplaced. His track record at the ATP Finals reads like a fairy tale. Out of 12 total matches played at the tournament, he suffered defeat only twice. Let that sink in for a moment. A success rate of over 83% at tennis's most competitive year-end event. His ATP Finals journey began in 2021, where he experienced both triumph and heartbreak. After losing his opening match to Daniil Medvedev in a grueling 3-setter, he bounced back to defeat Hubert Hurkacz convincingly. The following year saw him absent from the tournament, but 2023 marked his true arrival on the big stage. In 2023, Sinner's performance was nothing short of sensational. He defeated Holger Rune, Stefanos Tsitsipas, and even the legendary Novak Djokovic in round-robin play. His semifinal victory over Medvedev seemed to set up a dream final, but Djokovic had other plans, defeating him in straight sets in the championship match. Then came 2024, Sinner's breakthrough year at the finals. He dominated his round-robin group, dispatching Alex de Minaur, Taylor Fritz, and Medvedev without dropping a set in any of those matches. His semifinal demolition of Casper Ruud was equally impressive, and he capped it off by defeating Fritz again in the final to claim his maiden ATP Finals title. Now, here's the controversial question that nobody's asking. Is Sinner putting too much pressure on himself by publicly declaring Turin as his main goal? Some might argue that such transparency shows confidence and focus. Others could contend that he's setting himself up for intense scrutiny and potential disappointment if things don't go according to plan. The competition won't make it easy for him either. Novak Djokovic, the record 7-time ATP Finals champion, was actually the last player to defeat Sinner at this tournament, back in that 2023 final. Djokovic's participation remains uncertain after skipping the 2024 edition despite qualifying, but if he decides to compete, he'll undoubtedly be hungry to reclaim his throne. Then there's the Carlos Alcaraz factor, and this is where things get really interesting. Their recent head-to-head record tells a story that might concern Sinner's supporters. Looking at their 2025 encounters alone, Alcaraz has had the upper hand in several crucial moments. He defeated Sinner in the US Open, Cincinnati Open, French Open, and Italian Open finals this year. While Sinner did manage to win their Wimbledon final, the overall momentum seems to favor the Spanish superstar. Alexander Zverev represents another significant threat, having previously won the ATP Finals twice in 2018 and 2021. The German has shown he knows how to perform when it matters most at this particular tournament, and his recent final appearance against Sinner at the Australian Open proves he's still capable of reaching the highest level. The tournament is scheduled to begin on Sunday, November 9, and the tennis world will be watching to see if Sinner can back up his bold declaration with another championship performance. But here's the million-dollar question that could spark heated debate. Is Sinner being too confident by essentially dismissing all other remaining tournaments in favor of Turin? Or is this the kind of laser focus that separates champions from the rest of the field? What do you think? Is Sinner's tunnel vision approach the right strategy? Or is he potentially overlooking valuable opportunities in Beijing and other upcoming events? Should a player ever publicly declare one tournament as more important than others? Or does this create unnecessary pressure that could backfire? Share your thoughts, and let's see if you agree with Sinner's all-or-nothing approach to closing out 2025.